ready to go? I think so. Here we go. Looking for Blitz. Here we go. Okay, we have a 2013 rated opponent. Sodong 78 sounds like a Korean name. Ooh, he's 2256 rapid. So this is going to be an extremely difficult game for me. I mean, he might even be in the top 100 rapid players on the site. Okay, so we have this Sicilian. Yeah, I think A6 is a move. Do I want to play this like a can or what? I think taking on C6 isn't so bad. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I don't think it's so bad. I'm just going to play it straightforward though. Although I'm wondering if B5 is an issue there. Oh, now, okay, so now it's going to be like a Dragendorf. Yeah, so now it's going to be like a Dragendorf. Do I want to castle Queenside in a Dragendorf? At least I feel that's essentially a Dragendorf, no? Yeah, as far as I remember, we just play it normal. I wonder if I should have taken the knight before you got that in. Or should I play bishop c4? And then there's b5. I'll come back in there. I'm not sure about that. What is maybe I should have taken the knight there. Do I want to commit this bishop? Although he has this there. Okay, I don't know. We'll play bishop c4. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should have taken on c6 earlier. Because yeah, he's basically got this dragon type setup. Okay, let's go f3 with a very slow English attack. Okay, so he wants to come into c4. I'll just let him do that, right? G4 first, because h4 is h5. We got to be careful about him taking here potentially, because then takes. Yeah, and then okay. I think it works. I got to be careful here though, and I'm almost getting into time trouble too. And maybe king b1 is an option if I have no idea of what to do. Actually, yeah, I gotta be really careful here. Okay, so can I take on b5? That's open. Oh, no. Let's do it with this knight. Oh, I don't know. And then take, and then that's open. I don't know. This has to be good for black. Because this has to be good for black, and it takes on f3 now. Although I might have queen f2 if he does that. Okay, let's try this for now. I'm getting into big time trouble. I guess he just goes to knight a5. I might have just, or knight h5. I think I just helped him out. That was probably not a good move. Yeah, knight a5. We'll just pretend that I have a plan. We'll pretend. So if knight f3, maybe queen d5 castles. Knight f3, queen d5 castles. Okay, let's take that out. That knight could be dangerous. And maybe e5. Castles. Yeah. And we'll open this up, which is probably going to be something we regret. Take with the queen. Oh, this is going to drop though. But it's rook. Okay, let's take it with the queen. Although, you know, that's iffy. And now I'm in some real-time trouble. My king is not safe. Bishop d4. Okay, just do that. Keep it simple. Oh, I dropped a pawn. Damn. I dropped f4. Yeah, and I'm in major time trouble here. Dropped f4. Wait, yeah, sorry. I thought I missed something. It's hard to play quick. Position is so sharp. Rook b8. Rook b8 is annoying. Maybe I play rook d2. Yeah. So rook b8, I'll play rook d2. There. Okay, let's do that just to remove some of the threats against me. And okay, let's double up. His knight actually cannot move. His knight cannot move. Okay, so my knight can move though, so I could jump. I could jump around here if I need to. And I've opened up a rook trade now on d8. And I've equalized on the clock, so things are looking good. Okay, let's try this. 1 minute and 7 seconds. Check. Can I do this? That's a winning, right? I think that's winning. I think that's a game. Nice. Wow. Okay, I shouldn't celebrate yet. The game isn't over, but yeah, we'll go this way. We'll go here. You know, doing it with the bishop was good too, but I didn't want to invest another 10 seconds to calculate that. Yeah, so let's just give a check. And okay, this is such a lame way to do this. There's probably much better moves. There were probably much better moves there. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I had such a great position. And I'm butchering it. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Oh. Okay, back on track here. I should have done something else. always removes. Ooh, we did it. It's not a new personal best, but it's close. 2106. I need 2 more points. I need 2 more points. I'm not going to do a rematch. He didn't resign. Although I don't really blame him. You know, stalemate possibilities, but I need a bit of a rest after that one. Hello, Mr. Sabon. Okay, so so A6. I think I've seen this before. I think it might be a line, kind of a lesser sideline, or I might just be wrong. I think taking on C6 is fine, but I don't know if that's the best move. It might be. The thing is, black gets a better center than white, but then there's a weakness on A6, and the bishop isn't so great, the light squared bishop. So, and now we're just in a kind of a Dragendorf setup. And here, yeah, I was thinking maybe I should have taken on C6 again, even though if I castle, black will have the open B file. He can't rush at me with pawns, although his bishop improves. So I don't know. I'm not sure about bishop C4 either, but I think it was good enough. F3 possibly was a little bit slow, but I don't know. I think it was decent because, yeah, it supports a G4. Yeah, I took here. I burned a bit of time here. This got sharp. Yeah, and I wasn't sure about G5 either. Maybe I should have. G5 is probably not good. I'm thinking H4. Well, but sorry, there's F3 is hanging actually. Yeah, so possibly Queen E2, because maybe I can come into B5 later, and I'm protecting F3, and then I've got the rook open here. So Queen E2 might have been possibly better. And I don't know about E5 either. That might have been wrong. Well, I don't know. It actually, maybe it wasn't wrong. And I took with the queen. I was also not sure here. If I take with the knight, it's kind of with tempo. But I didn't know where we're placing that afterwards. I don't have any good place to put it afterwards. So. I'm also not sure about C3, but considering there's so much pressure on me, I don't mind it. Then a bit of dancing around. I traded queens here. I'm up 2 pawns, so I thought it made sense. And yeah, some more trading. And then, yeah, just completely winning here. I was considering taking with the bishop. I just really wasn't sure. Maybe with the bishop is better. But rook takes C3, not rook B6 for black. Rook takes rook B6. What do you, where? There was no rook B6. Oh, you mean here? You're saying rook takes C3 check. Oh man, I deserve to lose the game for that. Yeah. Yeah, wow. Yeah, such an easy miss. You're totally right there. That would have sucked. Actually, I guess I have knight C2. I have knight C2. So I still would have survived. But yeah, that would have been good. Knight C2. Actually, yeah. Then he I think he might have to go back to rook c7. So I'm actually totally fine there, because then I can trade queens. So, okay, so it wasn't game over there, but yeah, that probably was the best move for black. Okay, then all of this. Yeah, okay, so let's just look at that with the computer. Okay, wow, some wild swings here. Okay, let's see. So first of all, this a6. Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. It was like it's not a common line, but it is a move. Bishop. I don't think this early cloud evals are correct, because I don't see how this could be equal for black. Yeah, so I don't know if I agree with the computer on that. I have to check my repertoire later. Oh, I guess there was knight d5 is winning. Wow. Knight d5 is winning. Knight d5. And if bishop g7 takes, and oh boy, we've got this beautiful square. And we pick up the rook. Wow, knight d5. I just didn't consider it. It just doesn't look, it just doesn't feel like there's a game-winning move here, knight d5. Yeah, and same thing, if he takes here, now we're hitting the rook. So we take with tempo. Wow, knight d5 winning there. Okay, so there was that opportunity. Castling was fine. Bishop c4 was okay. This was all okay. Oh, so computer prefers to take it with the d pawn, but taking it was the d knight, but taking it with the c knight was second best. Yeah, I was scared of taking it with this knight because of the bishop hits c3 right away. So that was my fear. Like even just takes, and I was kind of scared of this, and then somehow him opening up. But there's no actual intersection. Okay. It doesn't like bishop takes c4 as much as it likes queen d5. Queen d5 if e6, then queen d3. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Kind of interesting why that's so good. Okay. Let's go here. Okay. Now this was a blunder because apparently there was queen e8, which is winning for black. Oh, it's just a simple fork. Wow. Yeah. I mean, I had 2 minutes on the clock, but still. Okay. So that was not good. And then this was another blunder. Yeah, because there was rook takes c3. It says this is winning. I thought I could play this. Oh, our bishop's hanging. But that's not even the problem, apparently. It's rook takes c2? Wow. There's rook takes c2. It also says that rook c6 is winning. Rook c6? How is that? Oh, because he just got a free pawn. Oh. Yeah, but there was rook takes c2 is completely winning. And then rook c8. Oh, and there goes our queen? No, that's not right. So we pop in. Yeah, sorry, then he comes in here. Or sorry, no, our queen's hanging. Never mind. Didn't even see that. Okay, yeah. So there was actually just rook takes. So that would have won for black. Okay, and then this was a blunder, and yeah, trading was good. Okay. Okay, let's try another one. If I win this game, it'll be new personal best on Blitz. First one in about 5 or 6 weeks. So that means I'm going to lose, right? Okay, here we go. 1990 opponent. Lead chess pairing me up with some lower rated players now. Okay, we've got a London. Boring old London. I haven't had, a lot of people have been playing e4 against me lately. I haven't been getting many Englishes or d4s, which is fine by me, but I'm out of practice now. Okay, so okay. I think after this one you can actually play you can, oh, he castled. That's strange. I'm not used to seeing that. Okay. He castles, eh? Wow. Yeah, his name is London Somali, so he does like the London. Ooh, he only has Blitz games. Oh, he's got 5,000 though. Oh, he was 20. Oh, he was over 2,000. He was over 2,000. Okay. And then here, I think that's a blunder because my, no, it's not. Okay. So take. I thought my queen's defending the knight, but he still has 2 pieces on it. Wait, but am I threatening mate? I am, right? Take mate. Oh boy, that's gonna hurt. Unless he has some in-between move. I think he missed the mate threat. That's why you don't castle, man. That's why I was surprised that he castled. Like, wow. And that is a new personal best. Yeah, new personal best. That went well. I couldn't ask for that to go better. 21-12. New personal best on Blitz. That, it felt good, but at the same time it felt too easy. You know, I mean, game over and move 8. But I'll take it. But I mean, my point was it's only 1990. I would have felt better getting new personal best if, you know, it was a, you know, harder fought game. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Of course, I'll take it. But yeah, that's a lesson, folks. Don't castle. I mean, you can castle sometimes in the London, but generally it's a game of chicken. You want the other side to castle first, especially white. Like, white really wants to delay castling because he's hoping that I will take on g3 so he has the open h file. Yeah, so I guess we can look at that game, but wow, I mean, that went so well. That's why that kind of surprised me on that last move when he took. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I was surprised. No, actually, it was actually bishop g5 that surprised me. Sorry. Yeah, bishop g5, because I'm like, what? Like, I don't really face that. And there must be a reason. And yeah, you just take. So he just overlooked the issue of the fact that I'm hitting g2, and he can't recapture his minor piece. Okay, let's look at that from the beginning though. Wow, that just went so smoothly. So you know, new personal best on Blitz 21-12. That just went way too smooth. There was no effort on my part. Normally it's really difficult. Excuse me. Okay, so we just have a normal London. Bishop e2 is less common. I've seen it. Some people do play it, but I think if you're going to play the London, you might as well go with the actual London setup. So bishop d3, knight bd2, you know, c3 or c4, and queen c2. You should just go with the actual typical London setup. I feel like with the bishop on e2, it lets black off the hook, and now white doesn't really have any threats, and black can just do whatever he wants. So when I see bishop e2, it's always a relief. Bishop d3 is the battery that normally we have to worry about. And then yeah, the castling surprised me. As I said, normally white wants to delay castling, so already these two kind of weak moves, bishop e2 and castling, I think black is at least equal here. Probably equal, possibly like minus 0.10 or something. And then this is just a blunder. Yeah, so let's look at that with a computer, but it's going to be a quick analysis. Yeah, computer said I played perfect, but it's only 13 moves. So we'll just take a quick peek at that. Yeah, so this bishop e2, yeah, I mean, it is a move, but I don't feel it's too good. So I'm a little surprised that casting is, I mean, the computer's only on depth 19 on this. But at depth 19, I'm surprised it's even 0.4. There we go. If we let it run a little bit, I think it's going to be at least equal. Hello, Dr. Zwischenzug. My Blitz rating, well, after this game, it's 21-12 now. So new personal best. Okay, but yeah, as you can see here, yeah, it's the computer says it's dead equal here, 0.1. So that's why the castling isn't really not so great. Then again, with the bishop on e2, there's not a whole lot of great options here for white. I don't know, c4, maybe h3, maybe knight bd2. But I just think that bishop on e2 is so non-threatening for black. And yeah, knight h5. Surprised, I mean, it's only depth 18 in the cloud. It's saying 0.5, but that seems too high for me, because again, this position should be equal. So yeah, computer is suggesting here c4 for white, rook e1. I mean, all typical moves you might expect. Bishop g3 is normal. Yeah, so bishop g5, just a blunder. Okay, let's take a look at my opponent's account quickly. Yeah, I mean, he was over 2,000. So you would think he'd play a little bit better, but maybe I'm a little surprised. It looks like he plays to London. His name is London Somali. So I'm a little surprised he didn't really know that, but he might just be having an off day. Okay, let's look at my account now. Since I said new person best. Oof, yeah, 21-12. What's the name for that when there is a word, not a number, but a word that is spelled the same forwards and backwards? I forget the name of that. But that's what this number is, 21-12. Oof, feels good. Yeah, oh, it already updated on the graph too. Hey, oh, palindrome, very good, Mr. Saban. English isn't even your first language. Or did you look that up? But that's exactly the word I was looking for, palindrome. There's probably a word for that for numbers as well, like a numerical palindrome. But yeah, the graph updated, 21-12. I'm in the top 5.9% of Blitz players now. Let's take a look at this. It feels good. I haven't been playing much lately because I've just been so busy with work. But throughout the day, I've still been looking at openings, and every day I try to do at least a little bit of chess. But I'm surprised that I'm still setting personal bests. 21-12. So if I can get 13 more points, I'll be in the top 5% on Blitz. Looks like things really start to drop off once you hit 2,200. At 2,200, you're in the top 3%. And then, yeah, the player base really starts to shrink rapidly at that point. Yeah. So I think I'm in the last stretch where, but right before it starts to get excruciatingly difficult to increase in rating. I think that point is 2200. That's what I feel. That's what it looks like. I think once you get to 2200 Blitz, then it's very, very difficult and extreme competition there. It just looks like that. Okay. Let's look at my rating over time. So, okay, so 3 months ago, I was 2067. So that's pretty good. I mean, just 3 months ago, what is that? 40 points, a bit over 40 points, 45 points or so in 3 months. Hey, I'll take that. Half a year ago, I was 1966, believe it or not. In just 6 months, holy moly. So what's the math on that? 150 points in 6 months. Wow. And 1 year ago, okay, so I guess that was a dip. That was at my low point 6 months ago. So a year ago, I was 2019. So I gained about 100 points in the past year. If I did just half of that in another year from now, I'd be quite happy because then I would be 2160. So, okay. And then 2 years ago, what is that? So 2019 March, around here. So wow, 2 years ago was what, 350? Yeah, about 350 points lower 2 years ago. Yeah, I mean, I'm quite happy with that progress. 2112. Feels good. So my rating deviation is now 55 on Blitz. So it's a bit high, and it's going to climb higher because I'm not going to play Blitz now for a month or so. Because I like to leave it. That's just my OCD. So yeah, I'm going to let it sit there for a while. And since I set one not too long ago on Rapid, actually, I guess that was already over a week ago, but I'm going to just be focusing on boring old classical again. Boring, but I do need to get my rating up there. It's so strange that that like over the board and on classical, my ratings are much lower than my faster time controls. You know, the longer the time control, except for Rapid, but like above Rapid, I play so much worse. And I wonder if it's, I think one of the theories I have is that since my calculation is poor, that for the longer time controls, it hurts me because I might be capped at how much calculating I can do, you know? For example, maybe I can only calculate like three or four moves ahead. And you know, if other people like over the board can do, you know, like 6 or 7 moves ahead, they have a big advantage. And at the same time, if I like, that might serve me well on Blitz and Rapid because you don't have to calculate super deep. So I wonder if that's part of it. I hope it isn't. It just feels bad because, you know, I've never really had a good tournament experience. Yeah, because I've heard online, like on Reddit, everyone says that Blitz is the hardest time control to get a good rating. And I do, like, I can feel that, but if you look at my ratings, like I'm 100 points higher on Blitz than I am classical, and it should be at least the other way around. from all of the reports that I've heard. I don't know. But yeah, new personal best. Feels good. But yeah, now I have to get back to boring classical. Ugh.